Alright guys, it's Whiskey Ceremony here. So, common misconception about me is that I hate console players. That's a comment that I've seen before on my Facebook page, and I kind of laugh, kind of crack up in it. I don't hate console players. But, I mean, y'all bring a lot on yourselves. And I get that console players make up a good portion of the game and the game sales and all of that. Um, and I have nothing against you guys. Um, the issues that I've always had is the begging or the 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 attempted trollings. Like recently on my Facebook page, people that have attempted to troll me because of console mods, or because I decided that the Volvo, just by Giants rules alone, was not a good fit for the in-game mod hub, because it's not, just based on rules. And this is kind of going to be a little bit of a rant on mod hub, mainly because like I said in the video about the Volvo that's going to be posted, if it's not already posted by the time you see this, there is so much bullshit to deal with the in-game mod hub. And pardon my French, it's just how it is. So, to submit one mod, you're looking at an average of 2 to 3 weeks, or depending on how they feel about testing it. With the testing process, I was finding that when I was trying to get mods on the mod hub, I was finding that I was devoting so much time to just one mod when I have, several different ones that I want to work on and get done. And that was my biggest issue with the mod hub. The Volvo, it's a huge file. There's a lot of 3D mesh in it. So much so that, I had originally tried, or I originally had the idea of I'm going to, try to make that for all platforms. There's no way. There's no way that I could do that. It has nothing to do with me being a selfish asshole or whatever you guys think. It's just that it's not a thing that can happen. It's just not. There excuse me, the rules on how they run things, and the inconsistencies with how they test, and just, it's frustrating. If you look at FS19 and the mods that I made for FS19, there's at least, I think, 5 in total that are on the in-game mod hub from me for FS19. And that should tell you the difference between the testing process back then and the testing process now. It used to, you'd get a return in 3 or 4 days at the most. Now, you're looking at weeks. I remember when I submitted my first mod, I don't even remember what the hell it was. I think it might have been a hay rake that I converted from 19. That was a base game hay rake, which they said, oh, we're going to reject this because we're decided that we're going to make that on our own and put it on the mod hub, and they never did. And that was the coon rake. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother rant for another day. But that's been 2 years ago, so whatever. But, there was so many things that changed in the rules. Now apparently you can have paid mods or something like that. I don't know. Or you can have multiple mods of the same different thing. That was a big deal back in FS19 with the Case IH Maxim tractor that I did, because there was, I think, 5 different ones in the in-game mod hub. None of them were North American spec. I was the only one that had made one for the mod hub in North American spec, and they initially wouldn't take it because we've already got so many of them, and mine was completely different from all the rest of them. For FS22, I just to give you an example, the Forage Cruiser that I did, that was the first mod that I got on the Mod Hub for FS22 like 2 years ago. So I made that one. I decided, okay, it needs an update. So I did the 60th anniversary decals, and I did a couple other things and updated it. Like I fixed the AI on it, possibly. I don't remember what all I did. It's been 2 years ago now. So the initial mod got on there with, you know, a little, very minimal effort. And then when I submitted the update was rejected for a slew of things that the previous tester didn't mention, never mentioned. So, you know, I fixed all that and got it back on there. I tried to get the New Holland T5 on there that I had on the Mod Hub in FS19, and that has a ton of wheel options. Well, they needed more wheel options. Well, they needed normal maps for this. I can't make normal maps from scratch. Kudos to anybody who can. I can't. I don't have time. I had to make dirt maps for front weights, custom dirt maps, because you can't have a plain dirt map. It has to be, you know, completely custom made in Substance Painter. The translations were wrong. I fixed the translations. They were rejected again for the translations. And finally I was just like, screw it. Whatever, you know. And it's kind of where I'm at now. Is that was like, just for the T5 alone, that was over a month process trying to figure that out. You know, with PC, I get so much more freedom on how I can do things and the mods that I can make and the different brands that I can bring to the game. There's way too much creative freedom that I have with PC versus trying to make a very vanilla mod dumbed down enough for console and low quality enough for console, because they still, it's like, oh well, we're gonna make it to where you can have more mesh or you can have a higher poly count in FS22. That's not the case. That is not the case. It's honestly, I think they allow for less triangles in FS22 than they did in FS19. But it's just, it's a whole slew of things, and a lot of people get in their head or get emotional about it, even though it's, you know, it's a video game about fucking virtual tractors. It's not real. But people get, you know, super butthurt about stuff like that, or like to think, oh, you're just being selfish, or you're just doing this just to screw us console players. It's not the case. It is not the case. I haven't had a chance to, you know, post this video that I've been wanting to make for a while. For the last couple months, you know, we've had a newborn. The first week of his life, he was in the NICU for 7 days, so that was a whole thing. And, you know, during that whole process, and us coming home and me getting slowly back into working on things, that was one of the things I was like, all right, there's no way in hell that they're going to take this. That this is not going to work out. So I decided to cancel it for consoles, given the poly count, given the size of the file, giving all the different textures, because if you have one texture that is image files, like if you're dash gauges and things like that, they don't want multiple ones. They want one single file. Well, that's, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I never have known how to do that. Whatever. So that's another thing. Another thing, like I said, they want custom dirt maps, spec maps for everything. It was another thing that wasn't going to work out. And also, yes, the truck itself was from SES Software. I didn't steal it like I've been accused of for whatever reason. SES provides conversion software that you can convert the PIM files, I believe it is, to OBJ. And, you know, there's people who use, I mean, there's Grand Theft Auto 5 models on the Mod Hub. I mean, not saying anything, not pointing any fingers, but if you think that every modder on the Mod Hub makes everything from scratch, you've lost it in the head. There's no way. There's no way. I've been doing this for going on 4 years, December 1st, and, you know, I can't make a Chevy Silverado or a Ford F-250 from scratch. So, if you think that people are, you know, not buying these models or not getting them for other games and rebranding them, you're sorely mistaken. But that being said, like I said, I don't hate you guys. I don't know why you guys think that. I don't hate console players. So, that being said, chill out. If it's a truck, it's gonna be for PC. I don't make trucks for consoles. I just don't. This is how it is. Anyway, see you later.